Hi everybody, Adam here. Welcome back. In today's video, we're continuing our Mini Motorways journey on the Copenhagen map. This is going to be a map featuring the train, which should be an interesting challenge. We haven't had one of those in a while. Looking at the score graph here, decent spike early on, but there is actually a decent tail on the end here where the scores stay reasonably high. So I'm figuring we need to hit at least 1600, but ideally starting to get into the 2000s at a minimum. So we'll see exactly how hard that is. We'll see what the level sort of plays out like, but excited to see how this Denmark map will work. So let's dive in here. And we've got yellowy orange to start with here. Train is pulling into the station. It's going to have some demand on the train station here, which will cause a car to leave the house and come over. As that demand gets met, we get points. So this will be point number 1. Now, in addition to the train stations, we're also going to have stores that are popping up on the map that we'll have to connect up to houses. We have a limited number of bridges to cross rivers like this one here. So here we go. We've got a store. And I feel like we want the option to have this house down here come up as well. Now, generally speaking, I try to keep the different colored houses and the different colored stores separated, so there's only yellow, orange houses connected to yellow, orange stores, etc. Not always possible. Sometimes you need to have multiple colors using the same roadways, especially if the map is a particularly tight, confined space. We'll see where, and this is, it's naturally, we've got the red house on the other side of the map. So it has to cross the railway track. It has to cross the water. I mean, we only have one, we only get 2 bridges to start here. We've used one of them. I'm thinking that we should initially probably share this bridge. We'll come across like that. I don't know if that's the perfect one. We may change that over time depending on how the map starts to progress. But we needed to use a second bridge here because the map hadn't unlocked lower than this waterway yet, so we couldn't come down and around. So I think this was the optimal way to set that up. We can speed things up a little bit here. The early game, I mean, this game in general, things go well until they don't go well. The game will all of a sudden reach a point where it decides that it's going to start throwing a lot of chaos at us. And that's just kind of the way it is. We have to be prepared to react to that and try to surf the wave as long as we can in an effort to score as well as we can. So now we've got light blue house, light blue railway station. We got a lot of roadways and a lot of cars having to cross the railway tracks, but there's not much we can do about that at the moment. It's kind of just the way things are. So that light blue car had to wait for the train to go by. Now it's starting up and moving across. I mean, everything's decent at the moment. It's not amazing. Oof, that train really came back in fast there. Oh, worth noting now, the yellow-orange store up here has turned into an arena, so that means we've got more demand. Our houses should be pretty good for dealing with this, though. At least initially, we'll need probably more traffic or more like houses connected to that arena in the future. But for now, 3 should be able to handle it. End of the next week, I'm not a big fan of the traffic lights, so we're going to take another set of bridges and another bridge with roadway set. Pause, pause, pause. That is that's an objectively horrible spot for that light blue store to, like, why? Why, game? Why would you do that? That is awful. Those light blue cars need to come across the entire map. Like it's like they have to go across the railway tracks twice to come around to this store. I mean, we need to, no, we don't need to do that. Oh boy, and now we've got dark blue. So these two dark blues are going to need to come across here and go around that. Really? That's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. What are we going to do for these light blues? Like coming there, that's awful. I mean, I'm tempted to. What can we bring? Can we take these a different way? Like, can we go like this? Like, that's too far. That's silly, right? There's nothing. I mean, I guess we could come through here. Let's not make that. Yeah, maybe we can just come straight down then, right? So they come like that. That seems better than driving around this and hitting the railway tracks twice. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Got a lot of traffic very early in this one. A motorway would be nice, I have to say. 30 road tiles it is then. I think the road tiles are going to be useful. So this is an awful place for a dark blue, but we can do that, which means that we can then take one of these up here. So we've got 2 for this store, and then we've got 3 for that store over there, which I think works out. Makes things a little more optimal. It's always nice when you have things that don't have to cross the railway tracks. It would be nice if, oh boy. I was going to say it would be nice if we could get something to replace this roadway here so we didn't have stuff going back and forth. But what we've got now is even worse because we've got this yellow orange store right over here in the middle of all the dark blues, which is it's just messy, 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 messy. I mean, I'm tempted to go like this so that I can go like that, and then does that let us get through there? And then can we have that go that way? I don't know if that's ideal or not, but it feels at least somewhat cleaner than it could be otherwise. We've got colors everywhere here. Like, what are all these yellow oranges doing in the middle of the, oh, ugh. I mean, we can go like that and just attach that red on, but that is awful. What is up with this map? What is up? I mean, we're hooking things up together, but this is so messy. Let's do a motorway. Let's pause for a second. What would be the optimal motor? What is the optimal motorway here? I don't even know. There's so much that is so wrong and weird. I kind of feel like we could do this. No, you're going there. I want this stuff to be different. So if we take those reds, they can go either way there. That feels like the right thing. And that light blue naturally has become an arena. So we're gonna have maximum chaos down there. But I think with those reds off of that main roadway, I feel like that's going to clear up some of the traffic. Yeah, motorways are going to be so important here. Now we've got another dark blue store down here. Let's pause for a second because we've got the yellow orange on the wrong side of the road. What is it doing down there? If we move this, we can bring that up like that. That gets us around the issue for the moment. This is so messy though. We'll take another motorway. We will take it, game. How do we these yellow oranges are in an awful spot up here. What? Because I mean, like, what I want to do here is I just want to take this and I want to delete all of that. Then I want to have this go via a motorway over to there. And then just have that go like that, I guess. It's not as clean as it could be because we got this guy over here awkwardly placed. I mean, we could just simplify. We could take that right apart. Let's not have that one house connected for now in an effort to simplify the map. I mean, that is cleaner. What is that white doing? Pause, pause, pause. What the heck is this doing over here now? So we need to have you come like, I don't even know what we want you to do now. Because these white ones on the far side of the map need to end up over here at this white store. But they spawned like right in the middle of all the red. What if we trying to think if there's a way that we can simplify this. If we bring these oranges straight up there, if we do that, and then we could theoretically, we could bring these down here. And then if we brought these around that, and then we could have you go up like that. And then maybe we just don't do anything with the red for now. Maybe that is easier. That doesn't, I mean, that changes some things. That simplifies maybe some of the map. But what do we do here? I mean, if these three are going up to this one, maybe we can simplify this middle part of the map here. Maybe we can take, these oranges and we can bring them down this way before they come across and over to there. At which point they can then that's that's changed things, but I still don't know if it makes it any easier to get, like what I'm trying to do ultimately is get these blues down here in a better way so that the reds can kind of come off up here or maybe down here, but I still can't get these whites to do what I need them to do. We've made a whole bunch of changes and I don't think we've made anything better. If anything, maybe we've made it worse. Because we basically need this to go up. Like I need these to come down. I need these to go just like this. Because then the whites can come over maybe like that. Oh, because we're out of road. If we go and do that, we can save a couple road pieces. So if that goes on there, that gives the whites a path to get across. I mean, everything should be hooked up there. I don't know if we're better than we were before or if we're just a whole lot worse. It's something. Man, what's the white doing over here on the island? Like what are you doing over there? What the heck? I mean, this can come across and like because we're not I mean, I guess we can just come on to I mean, if we didn't have this this is not yeah, that's not what we want to do. Let's go like that and then let's go like that. And we can probably then do that and get this red on there. I guess the white could go across there. I guess we could theoretically bring the red that way too. This is a mess. An awful, awful mess. End of the week and we can get a motorway and 10 or 30 road tiles. I'm going to take the motorway, but man, I could use some road right now. Let's pause that for a second. Now we've got the light blue over here. And this light blue over here needs some serious help. Can we just seeing if we can buy ourselves a little bit of real estate? Bring that down there and we bring this up here. I mean, I'm kind of wondering if we can do, like, if we severed that, so the light blues didn't go across there anymore. If we use, we need to play forward so we can get our motorway back because we moved that one motorway. Come on, game. Please give us the motorway. Okay, pause. Now, if we take this motorway down to there, and we basically sever this road right there, that should be massively more efficient than it was. We've got a light blue here. We're gonna light blues. I feel like we need to come off of here and head down around to there. Not amazing. It would be nice to get a roundabout there, maybe, just to try to make that gobbledygook crossroad a little more efficient. But, oh, and then the game's got, what has the game got going on now? Why do we have a white store down here? We've only got 7 road tiles. What? Maybe we don't need to be, oh, that should stay connected. Maybe we don't need to be as winding here. Can we be more efficient? Is that going to buy us a little real estate? Okay, we've got a few more road tile. If we do, can we make that a little? No, of course not. It's going to, we need the road back. Actually, you know what we should do? This is just being silly now. That should be up there. Now we need to play this forward, get the road tiles, hook that up. We need one more road. There we go. So that is hooked up. I feel like we can probably take that white one there onto that roadway. I think that's not too bad. Let's run it forward. Are we going to get any road pieces back anymore? Because what would be nice. Okay, pause. Let's take these 2 light blue ones over the railway tracks and up there. Because then I feel like we can sever this road and not encourage any of the light blue. Yeah, I think we're calling that like I guess a mint green. We're not encouraging any of the mint greens to come all the way down there. We are somehow over 350 points. Feels like the game could end in a disaster at any moment, but we are holding our own. Let's take the bridge in 20 because I feel like we may need another bridge at some point. These reds are coming down here to this red. That's not amazing, but that is what it is, I guess. I don't think we need to connect this white store down here up, or the white house down here up to the store there. It's just going to waste road in the short term. I feel like we could take, nope, don't do a bridge. I feel like we can take you that way. So that gets us 4 going to that. Then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are coming to this and this. It should be enough, I think. Oh, one sec. Wait a sec. Okay, we passed 400. What's this white doing down here? You can go up that way. That blue has become an arena, which is busy, busy. Let's pause for a second. I mean, if we took this orangey yellow one up like that, we could clear that space. Then if we bring these along over like that, I mean, that's not bad. Like that makes those useful. We can have this mint connected to there. No, pause, pause, pause. Why are you popping up there, store? Why? So this mint one needs to come across here now. Actually, no, don't take that down. Can we get this over? Do I have any roadway that I can optimize? Not really, I guess. We're on Thursday. Really like that to connect to something now. I guess we don't. Oh, yeah, we need the orange to come up this way. Just trying to see if there's a way we could save a couple of road pieces that aren't so necessary anymore. There's nothing we can really chop off at the moment. I mean, I could chop that for the moment, I guess. Did we get the road back? On a couple pieces of road. I think that yellow orange is not so needed, but okay, pause. That's probably That probably keeps us alive until we get more road. Because even if we just got the one moving along. We've got another white up there. Why is that up there? We're over 500, but we really need some road or a motorway or something. A bridge in 20 or a roundabout in 20? Maybe we'll take the roundabout in 20. And then let's pause for a sec. So if we do that, those three should be able to handle that. Here on there. This store, I guess in the short term, needs to connect. No, it doesn't need to be that weird. Let's just go to there. And then we've got three there, so I can put you back up that way. I think that will be enough demand or enough houses to meet the demand. We wanted to consider the roundabout over here, right? I think that was our spot for the roundabout, and then we needed to hook this back up into there. I guess I can get these two down and around here. Oh, that over there. Let's leave it like that because I'm gonna have to recoup that road at some point, likely. We'll run and we'll see. I don't know what this is gonna do. We're on our way to 600, but man, this has been a stressful map. So much fiddling and managing. Wow, the railroad is dropping off a lot of people now at those stations. Coming up on 700. We need to hold this together, though. There's a lot of demand out there. Oh, what is that? What the heck? What kind of place is that for an orange store? Okay, so we need the motorway in 10, and then let's pause for a sec because now we have to figure out. I guess the orange needs to, the yellowy orange needs to come from down here off of this roadway right here, right up to there. What else? We've got all these like loose little red ones over here, but they're not that useful. They can't get to really useful spots at the moment. I guess that one we can connect in. And I guess we could put this one on that road. I guess we'll run it like that and just see where things are at. I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff going on here. We've got so many dark blues. So many dark blues. I've got another white one here. Don't go onto that. You should be on that road. Not that you can get anywhere useful at the moment. 850. I can't believe this is holding itself together, but it is. I guess these reds can use this top road. It's not amazing, but they're probably not going to mess it up. Over 900. Oh, there we go. Now we've got the dark blue store down there at the bottom. Let's grab a motorway in 10. Let's pause for a second. So now we're going to retract this white road that we weren't using for anything. And we've got a lot of, actually, you know what we should be doing rather than, let's see if we can bring you over this way and get you into that because you're probably more useful over there than you are over here piled onto this because we've got a lot of like for a store like this, 3 is more than enough. 2 would be enough. Now, what can we do? So red wise, we could could take you guys. So you three could come to there. We could separate that off so it's its own thing. Then in a moment, when we get that motorway back, we could take it. Come on, motorway. Pause. Let's take that motorway from right here. Let's go up to that. And then I think we may have simplified the reds situation. Optimized more reds to go to the arena here. We are over 1100. This is shocking and mind-blowing. Took that up there. Don't have enough whites going over here. We've got, it'd be nice to get these ones somewhere useful, but let's see if we can make it to the end of the week. Oh, and that white over here, the new one is turned into an arena. What the heck is that? 1200. We need our 30 road tiles. Let's pause. So that is going to go up there. You need to go there. These need to actually come around here and go up like that. That should give us more than enough for that arena. We are going to need this white to get onto that road. Theoretically, that should all be doable. That should be able to handle it. We should be able to put you on there. That gives some more dark blues going that way. I would like to get some more whites here or to get these ones over here faster. Don't know. Now we got a fourth red down here, so that should help with that becoming an arena. Let's pause for a second. Can we I want to bring that to there, and then this can come this way. I think that's all connected the way it needs to be. So that'll give us 5 going up there. Which I think is enough. We're over 1300. This is bonkers. What a ridiculous map. This has been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's pause for a second. These reds. I don't know if we have enough. Can those get on the road? We've got crazy demand blowing up now. Crazy, crazy demand. Lots and lots of demand for these reds over here. We are passing 1500. If we get a motorway, maybe we can keep this. Yeah, okay, motorway, let's pause. So let's think about this for a quick second here. So if we mobilize reds, this way, separate that, but bring you there, connect that down there. Honestly, probably bring this way as well. Can we then take this all the way over to, like, is that going to be, I think we need to connect that. That's just, that may just end up making that traffic a nightmare. But let's run it because those reds are going to stop us anyways if we can't. If this doesn't work, we're done anyways. Pause for a second. This red down here is not enough. How do we get more reds here? Is there any way to get more reds onto, like, I feel like we could take this over to there. I don't think we're gonna last anyways. We need so many reds and there's so much traffic up there. Like, this parking lot is not full. It doesn't have enough space for all the people who are trying to cram in over here. How are we not, like, these parking lots are a disaster. We're pulling as much score as we can before the final death blow here. We passed 1800. That's bonkers. Bonkers, bonkers. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. 1849. I hope that is a decent score. I hope that is a decent score. Top 25. That is good, but that's impressive that that many people were past that point. Like, because that is so crazy. I have to, like, one of the hardest maps I feel like we've played on this game, but that was fun though. Like, I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. We did well. It was a scrappy game from the get-go to try to keep things alive, but I am really happy with how that turned out. So then, what are we? So next time that would put us on Hong Kong, which looks like it's got ferries, is what I'm assuming that boat is. That's a weird. That's a weird graph. It's more of a square graph rather than any sort of nice smooth curve. But it looks like we're going to be aiming for more like 24, yeah, mid 2000s up to 3000 to try to be getting the score that we want, which will be interesting. But for today, I am going to savor our score here on Copenhagen, 1849, top 25%. What a challenging map, but what a satisfying, I'm going to call it a victory. I'm pretty happy with how we managed to survive there and how that came together. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.